JBN, we keep you informed. Coming up in the news today, cop shot at and robbed outside his home. St. Mary residents prevented robbery, handed over firearm to police. Man electrocuted in Westmoreland. Another child dies from dengue. Did crash victim sees death? Taximen appalled as Madman Poses as cop. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items. Cop shot at and robbed outside his home. A police inspector was fired on by gunmen at his home in Greater Portmore, St. Catherine yesterday morning. According to reports, the policeman, who had just visited a financial institution, was exiting his vehicle about 10:15 a.m. when he saw a tinted motor vehicle heading towards him. It is said that 4 men alighted from the vehicle and opened gunfire at him, but he managed to escape. A laptop was reportedly taken from his vehicle. Senior Superintendent in charge of the St. Catherine South Division, Clive Blair, said that while robbery seems to be the motive for the attack, they are looking into all leads. Blair is also offering words of caution to persons visiting all financial institutions to be on the alert, as unscrupulous persons who are also visiting these institutions to observe what is happening. St. Mary residents prevented robbery, handed over firearm to police. Residents in Chapel Springs, St. Mary, yesterday thwarted a robbery and handed over a homemade firearm to the police after the thief escaped their grasp. It is said that the would-be robber pounced on a salesman at his home about 7:45 p.m. However, an alarm was raised and residents ran to the assistance of the salesman, who had just arrived home and parked his vehicle at the back of his house. The Constabulary's Corporate Communications Unit, CCU, further reported that the residents accosted the culprit, but he managed to escape. The area was subsequently searched and the homemade firearm resembling a pistol was found. On the JCF Twitter page, they wrote, "We applaud the residents of Chapel Spring District, St. Mary, who responded to calls for help from a salesman who was being robbed by an armed man. The residents accosted the man. However, he managed to escape. The weapon was then handed over to the police. You are #a force for good." Man electrocuted in Westmoreland. 41-year-old Ron Winter, an electrician of Gordon District, Westmoreland, died as a result of injuries after being electrocuted at his home on Wednesday. The White House police are reporting that about 1 p.m., Winter was carrying out repairs to electrical wires at the premises when he was electrocuted. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Another child dies from dengue. Janika Martin and her common-law husband Colin Graham of Rosehall District in St. Catherine are left asking themselves if their 7-year-old daughter, Aaliyah Graham's life could have been saved if she had been given the right diagnosis for her illness from the beginning or given treatment right away. Aaliyah, a student at Jericho Primary School in Linstead, died last week Wednesday from dengue fever-related complications after experiencing high fever and pain in the area of her abdomen. Her 3-year-old sister, who was also diagnosed with the illness, recovered after receiving treatment at the Spanish Town Hospital. A very distressed Martin said that just before Christmas, Aaliyah complained of abdominal pain. We noticed also that she had a fever, so we took her to a private doctor who told us she had a bladder infection and prescribed an antibiotic. We gave her the medication as prescribed, but nothing happened, stated Martin, adding that Aaliyah did not go to school for a week because the pain persisted despite taking the medication. According to Martin, matters got worse when her 3-year-old daughter also displayed similar symptoms, so they took both girls to the Linstead Hospital. While we were at the hospital, they both vomited, and I noticed that Aaliyah's vomit was darker than her sister's. This worried us a lot, especially during the long wait before we were able to see the doctor, Martin disclosed. Martin said they were attended to by a doctor at 5:50 a.m. on Sunday, December 16. After being at the hospital since 7:30 the previous evening, she was told that there was blood in Aaliyah's vomit. She said that the doctor then declared after a brief examination of both girls that they were suspected of having dengue fever, but that the results of the test to confirm the mosquito-borne illness would take 2 months to be ready. We decided to get the test done privately, and it was confirmed that it was dengue fever. Both girls were transferred to the Spanish-owned hospital at different intervals, with Alia, who succumbed to her illness, being the last to be transferred, a move we still question. We are so damaged by Alia's death. However, her death has brought a sense of awareness to the community about the dengue outbreak. Other parents are not taking it lightly. Everyone is thinking about prevention now, Martin said. Efforts to get a comment from the Lindsay Hospital have proved unsuccessful. A source at the hospital said it was against hospital policy to comment on such cases. Did crash victim seize death? Did Adrian Wilson have a premonition that he would not live to see the day's end? This is what one of his relatives is thinking, after the 26-year-old was killed in a motor vehicle accident along the Spur Tree Main Road in Manchester on Wednesday, January 23. The relative said that Wilson had earlier told a friend that if anything happened to me, take care of my father for me. According to a report from the Corporate Communications Unit, Wilson, who hails from Hatfield in Manchester, along with 19-year-old Jamel Cox, died from injuries they sustained in the crash. Reports from the Mandeville police are that about 1:15 a.m., Wilson was driving a Toyota Mark X motor car in which Cox was a passenger. Wilson, who the relatives said owned a car mart, allegedly lost control of the vehicle and crashed into a utility pole near the intersection of the Swaby Hope Main Road and the Spur Tree Main Road. Me never there the scene, but based on what me hear was driving and overtake a car and it got out of control before crashing into the utility pole, the relative said. A video showed Cox begging for help to release her trapped leg from the mangled car as onlookers offered her words of encouragement.
Yeah.
Yeah, me can't.
Baby, how does that head on your foot? Baby girl, relax little. Relax.
You're gonna be uncomfortable.
You have to relax though. They're on their way.
How does that head on your foot? Don't move up your foot. Try to go on. How does that piece of
And you not have anything to like hold up our body?
However, it reportedly took more than an hour before she was cut from the wreckage by emergency responders. Adrian was a nice youth and him full of ambition. The girl was a nice girl too. She wasn't him right woman, but you know how man stay. We really feel if both of them and Adrian just dead leave him like a girl. It's really sad, the relative said. The Manchester police are still investigating. Taximen appalled as Madman Poses as cop. Some taxi drivers in Junction St. Elizabeth said they were shocked to hear that a mentally ill man was directing traffic in the area last Thursday. While many said they did not encounter him, they said the police have proven to be incompetent by letting a man of unsound mind get access to the premises of the town's police station and got the chance to steal a uniform. Me never see him, but me hear him, and me think that the police them forget blame because him just walk in and take up uniform so, one taximan said. Me surprised right now because me can't believe how him enter the station and the police them don't know, another said. The man who took a helmet, ballistic vest, and belt from the guard room has been identified as 27-year-old Rugella Bent. Bent used to reside in Red Bank in the parish with his mother, but left after she became fearful of him. According to information received, the police were alerted about 8:25 last Thursday morning when Bent was seen directing traffic in the Junction area. The Corporate Communications Unit said after the police were called, he was accosted and the items retrieved. He was transported to the Black River Hospital shortly after. One driver who encountered him said that at first he did not realize that it was him. Me a drive and me see him a direct traffic, but you know me not to pre the police them. Me see him come up on my window and say, "Good morning." And me say, "Good morning, officer." It's after when me hear the man them a talk, me realize I him me that talk to, the driver said. The police said they have commenced an investigation into the incident, and the findings from that probe will determine what further actions would be taken. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.